Morning, everyone. I am headed out, climbing this big hill out of the campground. It was a really cold night last night. Right now it's like 35 degrees, so hopefully it will warm up soon enough. And yeah, it's hard to breathe. I think we're at 10,500 feet, and I can feel it. I can feel it. So this road I'm on right now is probably the worst road I've been on this whole entire trip. 90% of it is super washboardy, and I don't understand the people who are driving on this road right now are driving so fast but not slowing down or like kind of moving over. I've been getting dusted out every time a car comes by. I just got hit in the face with a rock by another car that just drove by. I would say this whole ride, everybody's been really considerate in cars, except for this section here for some reasons. I got 18 more miles to go to get this done with. So let's try to do it as fast as I can. And here comes another car going super fast. That was quite the day today. I made it to the town of Hartselle, rode 40 miles today, and yeah, that road, well, the road coming down the mountain was okay, but once we got off the mountain, the road just became, like I said, 90% of that road from the bottom of the mountain till I got to this town was washboard, really rough, and I don't know what it was. The whole trip, majority of people have always been very considerate when they're driving past me. They move over to the side or they slow down to not dust me out, but today, except for maybe 2 people, it was horrible. They were going so fast. I got dusted out multiple times, and it just wasn't enjoyable. I also saw a rabbit get ran over by a truck, which was not very fun to see, and I lost one of my gloves, but there's a gas station just right next to where I'm staying, which is behind a restaurant. I got replacement gloves for $3. I wear them more just to keep my hands warm in the morning than actually riding my bike, so they will do. Tomorrow we're going to be getting into the town of Salida. I think it's about the same amount of miles that I did today to get there to Salida tomorrow, and I think it's the same type of road, a washboardy road, the whole way there. So, but I could be wrong, I don't know. I am just guessing. So yeah, I was gonna make this video outside, but it's got really windy, so I just decided to do it in here. And gonna watch a movie on my phone, and yeah, I will see you in the morning. Good morning, everyone. I am back on the washboard road, heading to Salida today, about 50 miles. So hopefully the road isn't like this the entire way, because that would be horrible. Last night I slept actually pretty good, even though I was next to a bunch of dumpsters in the back of a restaurant that didn't seem to close till late in the night. I slept pretty good. The road has finally improved. I was just dealing with a washboard for such a long time, going so slow because of it. But it looks like ahead of us, we're going to go be back in the trees. Nothing really out here. A lot of people living out here though in their trailers. But yeah, it looks like I'm almost done with this section, so into the trees we go. Okay, I was wrong. I thought we were gonna go into the trees. It looked like we were, but nope. I get to go into a headwind instead. Lucky me. So somewhere along the way today, I'm not really sure when this happened, but my water bottle cage snapped a little bit. I think that is going to do. Yeah. So today I rode 50 miles all the way to the town of Salida, where I will be spending the night. The ride today was, well, the first half of the ride, it was just how it was yesterday. The road was so washboardy. It's so hard to ride on, where it's just boom, 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 boom. It was tough. The second half of the ride, it was an uphill, but at the very end, it was a really nice long downhill all the way to town. It did rain on the way down, and there was a headwind, and it was freezing, but it was a very enjoyable downhill. And yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Gonna enjoy sleeping in a bed, and yeah, see you in the morning. So I'm about to start the climb up Marshall Pass. I believe it's around 10,500 feet up. And then once we get to the top, it's about a 15 mile or so downhill all the way to the town of Sargents, where I will be spending the night. This road used to be a railroad at one point, so it should be pretty gradual the entire way up. Made it. Marshall Pass, elevation 10,842. So what goes up must come down. We got a nice long downhill coming up. I have made it to the town of Sargents, staying in the campground. It's called Tomichi Creek Trading Post. Had a great lunch / dinner, and they serve breakfast, so I'm looking forward to that tomorrow. I rode 47 miles today over another pass. It was very gradual, but it just kind of kept on going and going and going. I think it was a total of 20 miles. When I got to the top, really long downhill, and it was freezing because it was raining, and we were just at a high altitude, so it was just cold. But I made it. Tomorrow, I'm trying to get to a campground about, let's see, about 45 miles away. I don't think it's any major climbing, but who knows. But yeah, it's all right day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning. I just had a very delicious breakfast and back on the road. There's supposed to be thunderstorms early in the afternoon, so trying my best to get to the campground before that. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that, but I'm going to try to get as close to the campground before it starts raining. So the rain came sooner than I thought. I'm kind of used to it already. So hopefully it doesn't go on for that long. Let's see. You know, I'm pretty sure I said this before, but when I don't record anything on a particular day, that means it was a really challenging and miserable day, and that is how today is. You know, it started raining, and I said, "Oh, I'm used to the rain," and I think Mother Nature, I mean, it's starting to rain right now. Mother Nature must have heard me and decided to make it pour. It poured so hard. Everything, all my clothes are covered in mud. And it rained for felt like a long time, but I think maybe like 2 hours, non-stop rain, heavy rain and wind. And then when it stopped, the sun, it was still cloudy, so there was no sun, so there was no way for my clothes to dry, and I was completely drenched, and I was freezing. But eventually, the sun came out for a little bit, and I was able to, my clothes were able to dry off. But like I said, it's starting to rain right now, so, but I think the heavy rain was this morning. I don't think it's gonna be like that anytime today, hopefully. But yeah, that was a miserable, I'm being honest, it was a miserable day, and I did not enjoy it at all. But that's just one day. Tomorrow is a new day. So yeah, see you tomorrow. Hopefully it's better. Well, it's a very, very cold morning. If you look at this field over here, I don't know if you can tell, but it's all frosted. I think we're over 10,000 feet. So it was a pretty cold night last night. I'm starting pretty early because I'm very, very eager to get to town and just take a break. I think we have one climb that's coming up real soon, and then downhill for the most part, all the way to Del Norte. So as you can see, I'm on the highway right now, which might be a little bit confusing, but I'll let you know later what's going on or what happened. So, as you can see, I have another flat tire. The last 5 or 10 miles, the shoulder was overgrown with vegetation, and I ran over something. I already pulled it out. Something, it was not a cactus, but it was something pokey. So, let's change this tire out. So I'm using the tube that I patched whenever that was. I don't even remember. I think it was in Jackson? I think it was Jackson, yeah, doesn't matter. But yeah, the air's staying in there, at least for right now. So we'll see how good of a patch job I did on this tube. Fingers crossed that it'll stay inflated. But anyway, I think it is time to talk about what happened yesterday and what I plan on doing for the remainder of the ride. I don't know how many takes I've done so far recording this. I thought I would have gotten better at talking to the camera by now, but not quite there yet. Soon, hopefully, though. But anyway, yesterday. So yesterday I decided to take an alternate route that was supposed to be 10 miles shorter than the official route. I put it in Ride with GPS and I put it in Google Maps and it gave me the same route. So I said, okay, I'm gonna take the easy route. Save me 10 miles. Cool. So I left really early. Was it yesterday? I can't. When I'm doing this whole trip, I can't remember what day it is or all that stuff. So, but anyway, I left in the morning, really early, and I eventually get to the cutoff where you make a right onto this dirt road, and I rode it about 4 or 5 miles until I got to a very rocky, very steep, very muddy 4x4 trail. And I should have just turned around. There and went back, but I gotta save those 10 miles. So I pushed my bike up this road for I have no idea how long, maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours. And I get to the top, ride a little bit, and my GPS tells me to go left. And I look to my left, and there's no road at all. So I look at my phone at the map, and I can see that there's a road beyond these trees. So I said, okay, I'm gonna go through the trees and just kind of see if I can get through it and make it to this road. And I shouldn't have done that because it just became really thick and there's no way I could get my bike through this tree, through the trees. So I said, okay, I gotta go back. I gotta turn around. So I went and I rode all the way back to the highway. It's about 12:30 when I got there, and I still needed to go 52 miles to get to the motel that I already paid for. So I told myself, I already paid for this motel. I'm not gonna waste my money. I'm just gonna ride the highway all the way. And I eventually got here a little after 7. I was trying to beat the sun trying to get here before the sun set, and I did just a little after. And when I got here, I was in so much pain. Everything hurt. It hurt so much that I started crying. I'll admit that I did. I've never felt that way before, and it really took a lot out of me. I rode 85 miles yesterday, and I know that's not a lot to some people, but for me, that's the most I've ridden on this whole entire trip. And yeah, it took a lot out of me. So I decided not to quit. I gotta finish this thing. I'm almost there. But I'm gonna be taking highways most of the way, at least to Pie Town, where I'm gonna meet my parents. And then after that, I still haven't decided what I'm gonna do after that. So yeah. Tomorrow I go to ride about 40 miles to a town called Alamoso. I think that's what it's called. And then I'm gonna take another rest day there just to get back, try to get my body back to 100% as much as I can. I'm not there yet, so, but hopefully I can get it back to somewhere close to that. So yeah, I underestimated this thing. I did. But I think this is considered type 2 fun, which means you don't really enjoy when you're actually doing it, but when you look back on it, you have good memories. So yeah. So anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Hope I caught you up with everything that happened yesterday and what I plan on doing for the remainder of this trip. And I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. So I still don't feel 100% better, but I'm getting there. Tomorrow I'm taking another rest day, and I think that should be good enough to get back to normal. I had to change my tube again because the tube that I used, the one that I patched, well, I guess I didn't do a very good job because it was slowly losing air. So when I get to town, Alamosa, I have 2 places I want to go. One, I want to get Mexican food because I'm craving Mexican food. I've only eaten it once. This I just swallowed a fly. Oh geez, sorry. I've only eaten Mexican food one time this whole trip, and I'm used to eating Mexican food all the time, so I'm craving it. And also go to a bike shop to get some extra tubes because I always like to carry. Oh, Jesus. Sorry. That fly just got in my throat. What was I talking about? You know, I also forgot to mention, when you're taking these country back roads, a lot of these homes, they just let their dogs run around wherever. So it just happened, I'd say 2 times today I've been chased by dogs. And then the other day when I was doing the long 87-mile ride, I got chased by like 3 different dogs. So it's a nice quiet road, but just gotta watch out for those dogs. So today was a pretty good day. I rode 49 miles. It was all flat, and the roads that I took were all country back roads where there was barely any cars. It was good weather, and I got here, I think only like 4 hours to get here, which is pretty good for me. I got to eat Mexican food, was very good. I also went to the bike shop in town, got 2 extra tubes and a replacement water bottle cage, which I'm gonna change out tomorrow. And yeah, this is where I'm staying. Seems like a nice hotel to take a break again. It's supposed to rain tomorrow too, so another benefit of taking the day off tomorrow. And yeah, I'm almost back to normal. Almost there. So anyway, if I don't talk to you tomorrow, I'll see you in a couple days. So I'm feeling a lot better today. I'm glad I took another day off, not just to heal my body, but it rained pretty heavy in the afternoon yesterday. So I'm really glad I didn't have to ride in that. But anyway, I am headed about 40, I think like 40 miles to a little town called, what's it called? Starts with an A. Antonito, yes. A little town called Antonito. I really enjoyed my stay here. Oh, here's a dog. Is it gonna chase me? Don't chase me, guys. Please. Bye, guys. See you guys later. This guy wants to chase me. I'm going all the way to Antonito. I don't think I want to go all the way. See you guys later. I told the other guys I'm going all the way to Antonito. It's too far to run. I'll see you later, okay? Bye. I don't know if the camera is picking it up or not, but that mountain range over there with all the clouds, it is definitely raining over there. And I'm pretty sure that is where the official route is. So if I took that route, I would be stuck in that right now. And I'm so glad I am not. This morning I was watching the news and they said it was snowing at higher elevations. And I'm pretty sure that mountain range over there is like around 11,000 feet. So it's a good chance it's snowing up there. Hey, buddy. See you later. I have made it to the town of Antonito. I'm sitting in the park. It's a little too early to check in to the motel, but yeah, it was a another pretty easy day, all flat, nice back roads. Some of it was pretty muddy from yesterday's rain, but for the most part, it was pretty good. I do have to say though that I do not feel like I'm in Colorado anymore. I'm pretty sure this is what New Mexico is gonna look like. Well, tomorrow, actually, I'm gonna be in New Mexico. Today is my last full day in Colorado, so maybe that's why it doesn't feel like Colorado anymore, because I'm pretty sure I'm pretty close to the border. You know, when I was riding today, for the first time of this trip, I've been thinking about the next adventure, because I'm pretty close to being done. At the end of the week, I will be meeting up with my parents and my dogs, Lucy and Emma, which I am very excited to see them. This is the longest I've ever been away from home and family, so I'm really excited for the end of the week. So tomorrow, like I said, we're going to be going into New Mexico to a town called Chama, and I believe there's a bit of a climb, but compared to everything else that I've done so far, it should be okay. So hopefully, I don't know, I think so. But anyway, yeah, so I gotta say today, and I will see you tomorrow.